The thing I'm going to talk about today is the recent chaos around Taylor Swift trying to sell tickets. And there's a lot of Swifties in the world. It really exposed just how janky of a piece of software Ticketmaster is. They got totally bombarded and all the fans got PO'd and Taylor Swift had to write like an apology. And she doesn't know of the solution that I'm about to tell our audience about. So, I have the answer for you. It's a little app, new, freshly launched. It's Web3 technology. It's on the blockchain. It is called Token. And we are going to get into how this is a far superior method for distributing tickets to your fans. And also talk about how this is potentially a Ticketmaster killer.
Drop that alpha.
New here. Welcome. We do content on NFTs, Web3, and the digital art space in general. So please like and subscribe if you enjoy this content. We appreciate it. We're going to talk today about a new platform called Token, which aims to be a Ticketmaster killer. And I am certainly intrigued. And we're going to go over how they differ from Ticketmaster, why Taylor Swift probably should have been using Token. Because the technology exists. This platform is brand spanking new. It just launched Q4 of 2022. Let's just dive in and talk about how we can avoid the Taylor Swift Ticketmaster scenario, which included this website going down, scalpers, ticket pullers, and other malicious actors bombarding Ticketmaster, bots, the whole deal, and then the price of Taylor Swift tickets escalating beyond the affordability price for a lot of her fans, and how that's a poo-poo scenario for the fan side, and also a poo-poo scenario for Taylor Swift herself, because the artist, if you don't know how like Ticketmaster works, they take a lot of fees that she will never see, and then also the scalpers take a lot of additional money for essentially doing nothing that artist never sees, and Token aims to solve that.
Nice.
So I'm going to bring up Token's website. This is tknevents.com. I will have this linked in the description box if you want to take a look at it. So I'm just going to go through their mission statement really quick. So they believe fans should be rewarded by the brands and entertainers they love for their loyalty, their passion, and their attention. And my goodness, do I agree. I like that mission statement for sure. And then they also have the F the man part of this. That is their mission to vanquish middlemen and opportunists.
Love that.
Token empowers direct relationships, democratizing the exchange between fans, brands, and venues with benefits manifested for all parties. Let's just take a quick look at their site here. The first thing you'll notice is that they are launching this token called Fan. And inside of their platform, the way it works, you sign up with an account. You do have to KYC, and the user will get a wallet where you can directly purchase event tickets via the token platform into your wallet using crypto or credit card. They're bridging that gap between Web 2 and Web 3. And then you will be rewarded with this fan token for things that you do within the app. And then you can use this fan token at a later date to possibly do a large plethora of utility things. Maybe an artist is offering a discount to loyal fans that have been buying tickets through the token platform. Maybe it's merch. Really, the possibilities are endless, and they have a plan to utilize this fan token that is kicked back to users in numerous different ways. The CEO of this project is Adam Jones. And if you scroll down on the page, you'll see all the directors and people involved here. Adam has a long background in technology as a both technical director as well as an engineer. I also happen to have worked with him at one point in my career, so I can vouch for the fact that he knows what he is doing. So that's a good thing. He has worked on products for CME, Bank of America, Zurich, JP Morgan Chase, a really big
a lot of finance.
a lot of finance backgrounds. And the rest of the team is on here if you want to go through and hear all about them and their advisor. He did send me a quote that I asked him if I could quote in this video because I found it entertaining. He says, quote from Adam, "Token isn't a group of assholes. We didn't look towards events as a means for making money. Token is a group of fans that saw the problems and wanted to fix it. Token is truly built by fans for fans, sticking to the goal. That's why Token will beat Ticketmaster."
Cool.
He really came at this whole idea from a fan perspective. Yeah, his motivation is definitely as like frustrated fan trying to find a solution to the chaotic monopoly that Ticketmaster has created over the past decade plus. Not a lot of competition in the ticket sales market. Token aims to solve that issue. But if we come onto their YouTube page, and these will be also linked in the description box, they do have some video here about the usability side. So there are two sides to the app, obviously, right? There's a fan side, and then there's the management, entertainers, venue side of the app. So this is specifically showing what it looks like to sign up as a fan. And as you can see, this is very Web 2 style, right? A big thing that they're trying to solve is that issue of onboarding people into Web 3, where you have to create a wallet, you have to get a seed phrase and remember it and figure out how to send NFT assets. Oh, this is good. It stopped here. I'm just going to pause this here. So they have actually got a patent on this word, this NFE. This is a non-fungible experience.
Interesting.
So this is a thing that they came up with. It is your experiences tied to the blockchain forever. This is also running on Polygon. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. So Polygon, the NFE, the non-fungible experience, records your entire experience, not only like the ticket that you bought, but also collects data on what you did, like when you arrived at the venue, when you left, what you bought, like whatever they can collect data on is tied to that non-fungible experience within their blockchain. And this is also something that the user can opt in or out of. So they are in control of how much data they are willing to share. And that data then is accessible by the artist and the venues, so they can get a better idea of their fans, where they're located, their buying patterns, or what they're looking for. Just get it's just this like mystery right now of how to figure those things out. This is user contributed data, and then in return for giving your data, that is how you earn token.
Okay, makes sense.
Fan token.
Yeah.
So I do think that's a pretty cool idea. And then you have this collection of experiences that basically mirrors the physical experiences that you've been through in your lifetime. A little bit of an overlap with something like POAPs, right? With a monetization model, tokenomics, and also that easy onboarding experience, which you see here. So the NFE is essentially your ticket with a bunch of data tied onto it. They also are one of the first products I've seen to actually go through the process of getting patents, which is pretty cool. They have more than one, which is very interesting. They also, as you can see, have made this compatible with using credit cards for users who don't yet understand blockchain technology or crypto in general. And then the QR code there that you see is also a really cool feature. This QR code, it's like a time stamped QR code. So you can see down here, the video is overlapping. It says QR refresh in 1 minute and 16 seconds. So this prevents people from screenshotting your tickets, maybe like selling them elsewhere outside the app, or like a whole plethora of issues. They also said that they airdrop you NFTs after your NFE has been activated. So until you have actually gone to the event, your NFE is tradable. You can do fan-to-fan transactions, and also the management side, which if we come over here and go to this other video, has the ability to set some parameters around what they want to do with their tickets. So they could set like a ceiling price on them. They could do no transfers. It's really up to the event, whether it's the venue or artist or whoever is setting this up, to decide what those parameters are going to be, allow fans the best experience from their perspective.
Cool.
Which again is pretty cool. They've also drastically reduced fees. All of those like additional random fees that get loaded on from Ticketmaster, those are kaput. They are gone. They do collect a small fee themselves, which is still drastically reduces the price of all tickets, just the fee to go towards the actual company token and the development of this product. And they also said that you can't avoid the tax situation. Those fees are still in here. State taxes, those are going to happen. But for the most part, this cuts out tons of money that was going to malicious actors like scalpers and ticket pullers, and instead puts that money into the hands of the venue, the artist, and the fans, because that fan token gets you perks. I'm just going to give a running list of the tech solutions that this product solves for. They are ensuring fair ticket allocations. They are ensuring that their infrastructure can handle massive ticketing events. So that solves that Taylor Swift issue where this Ticketmaster just was like, nope, can't handle it. They're going to ensure fair public sales, and they aren't going to rely on bogus lottery systems, which sounds super good from the fan side, right? Vanquish fees to ensure events are more egalitarian and affordable, especially in this economy. They're going to KYC their users to ensure real people and valuable data. So this is more for the venue artist side to make sure that they're getting real information about real people and not just a bunch of bots. They're going to control ticket transfers to limit to legitimate use cases.
That's interesting. That seems like anti-scalper.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. So you can buy for friends, selling in case of emergency, but you can put a limit on the number of times a ticket can be transferred to avoid some of those scalper things. And they're monitoring for all this too, so they can always change the way it works in the future. They are providing ticket and wallet security that is superior to paper or email and current QR codes. That they have this QR ticketing solution that is time-based, and you continually get new ticket QR up until the moment of the event. They are constantly screening for ticket puller behavior, spoofed wallets, capped ticket quantities, getting rid of those malicious players in the current event ticketing space, slashing all those unnecessary fees, and establishing new feedback loops that only serve to strengthen bonds and feedback loops with fans and iterate on their experiences. So this is that using data for better experience design, both online and in real life.
Cool. Yeah.
So lots of things that this is solving for. And it's a massive amount of stuff. Hey, unless you know of some other contender that can do all these things, I do not. I think this looks pretty cool.
It honestly feels like the most humanistic approach to ticketing that we've seen in a long time, even though it's a very technical solution.
Yes.
That's wild to me. It feels great.
Yeah. Let's have a little chat for a minute about the elephant in the room here, which I have to bring up. So we had this little issue this year in 2022 with wallets that are not owned by the user, but are being held by a third party, right? And it didn't go so well for a few exchanges. And the point I'm trying to make is that we have a trust issue happening.
Yes.
We're going to talk for a minute about the wallet feature here and why I understand why they've integrated it this way. But I also want to be honest with our audience and talk about the risky business that is wallets that you don't have 100% control over, because you just can never know what is going on. They are using this third party called Fortress Wallet to embed wallets into their platform. And this is what is powering the experience of getting like NFTs. Everything is held in this wallet. You can import and export your crypto in and out of the app as well using this. I do think this is a bit different though from something like FTX, where you're holding mass amounts of money, crypto assets as like a bank. This is a place where you're holding more NFT experiences and tickets that are going to be like one use and then pretty much left with a stub after, right?
Yeah.
We're going to like talk openly about this, but we do have an onboarding problem in Web3. So if I think about my dad, for example, he is a huge concert goer. And if he had to set up a MetaMask wallet and get on OpenSea and buy crypto and make all those things happen in order to get tickets to a big band that he loves, he would die and never go.
Yeah, he stopped going to
He'd
concerts.
he'd stop going completely. So I don't think that's rare right now. I do think that you need a technological backbone to really onboard into Web3 and do a ticketing experience. And that is why I'm saying I understand why this wallet integration is happening. How do you get people onboarded into an experience like this without making them put in an hour of work just setting up a wallet and stuff just so they can buy a Taylor Swift ticket? I don't have the answer.
I don't either.
So, what they're trying to do here is truly bridge the gap between Web 2 and Web 3, because the harsh reality is that people are just used to a Web 2 experience design. And until wallets are slick enough to have a simple onboarding experience, I just don't know how to get around this. I'm more likely to use an app like this, though, because it's not holding an enormous amount of my crypto. Maybe it's holding like a Taylor Swift ticket. So that's a risk I'm willing to take if this went mainstream to get those prices down from a Ticketmaster monopoly scenario. And do I think it's realistic for people to right now buy, like, mint Taylor Swift tickets from her website into their digital wallets? No, I do not. I don't think people can do that right now. Like the general public, it's too hard.
Yeah.
I do think this is a great product idea. So let's do a GlueSniff rating system test. Let's just use the Taylor Swift scenario. We already know what happened with Ticketmaster. So let's say Taylor Swift instead is going to be using Token to launch her ticket sales and you really want to go. How inclined are you on a scale of 1 glue sniff to 3 glue sniffs? 1 being, it's not going to take me much to just hop on board and do this. And 3 being like, absolutely not. I would have to be out of my mind to buy a ticket through this platform. How are you feeling about it?
I would say I am a 1 glue sniff, just because if I have the ability to turn on and off the amount of data that I'm sharing, I get that means that I may not get the fan token, then I think that makes sense. And also knowing that the third-party wallet is only used for these ticketing, like through token, and all my other assets are completely separate in the wallets that they're in, then I'd be willing to take that risk.
I agree.
So I'd say it's 1. I think it looks great from a usability standpoint. It seems like the technology is there, so I would totally give it a shot.
It does. I think it looks awesome. I think this could be like a serious product for especially huge events happening. I would use it right now. I like it. I think it's great. I think this is a good product. That being said, thank you guys for joining. I hope that you enjoyed this episode. If you have any comments, agreements, disagreements with anything that I am saying, do leave a comment below and let us know as well if you would prefer to use Token over Ticketmaster in the future. I think that this is a disruptive product that could be pretty serious in the next couple of years. So you've heard it here first. Yep. Thank you for joining, and like and subscribe if you have not already, and follow us on socials. We love to hear from you. Bye.